So I'm not really a Mr. Fix-It sort of guy, but this is a household thing that I'm trying to address. I have a Frigidaire gallery dishwasher. Basically what we have happening is the door was not latching, and so I deduced that I could replace this door latch piece, and I'm going to try to clasp it back on there. So the original one had just gotten broken off and cracked. It's about 4 years old, so I'd already removed the stainless steel front panel assembly. I've turned off the power, disconnected the lines there. Now we're going to try to get this back into position. This is the piece. Now the piece has a little bar underneath that needs to be adjusted up a little bit, which I've already done. I'm going to make sure everything is aligned appropriately. I'm guessing that it was misaligned, probably by a kid standing on it. Just my guess. It works. Just gonna do this gentle because this plastic is fragile. You don't want to manhandle this. The first part I ordered the cheaper version, and it broke before I could even run it one time. So now you can tell it's got a good bite on things. I'm gonna reattach our power cords. I always take pictures before I take things apart. So we're gonna put the black wire on the left. We're just confirming it's got a good bite. It's not gonna come open. Attach those. Keep in mind the power is still off. Go ahead and try to gently mount the top of the door here. You will have to pop it open. Feels like it's working by design again. The screws on the top are these work style screws. I think it's just to minimize kids from getting curious or dads that don't want to pay for a repairman. You can buy these at any Walmart or hardware store. If I was more technical, I would tell you what the size was, but I don't know what it is. I'm gonna get these on the corners here, gently with the power drill. Keep in mind power is still off. There. Extra cautious this part because it's the electrical components. Don't want kids or moms or dads shocking themselves trying to play with this stuff. Always, always, always do it with the power off. I'm going to try again with this mounted. It's getting a good bite. Good there. Put the door back on. Alright, so now we're gonna pull this open. Just check one more time. Everything's locking into place good. Okay. Gotta open the door up just a hair. I'm gonna pick up the stainless steel front. Line it up. There's some plastic pieces here right at the top. You got to make sure that these metal slide right in, they'll click. Happen to have an assistant nearby. Definitely helps. I don't. Just want to make sure you got a good connection across the board here. You can kind of pull up a little, maybe use your leg. Got these screws here. These are just standard screws. You can swap out your drill bit and the Torx to one of these more standard Phillips size. So I'm going to put a little bit of pressure against it just to get it started. Make sure your holes are lining up good on the side. You may have to kind of thread it at an angle a little to get it started. Line it up. A little bit of angle and elbow grease. There's the first one. I try to work my way up either side, one at a time. Make sure things are still lining up. Definitely not something you want to get wrong, because it's already hard enough to align a dishwasher as it is. Drop a little bit lower to get a better angle underneath it. Make sure getting it right. Push up from the bottom just a tad. Make sure everything's clicked into place. It's looking a little low on this side. Pull up from the bottom. Try to get the screw into place. Should get these into place. Should be a little easier to do the rest. Can't get your drill to fit. Always go the old-fashioned way, try to get it hand tight. So you're just repeating the process. Looks like there's 1, 2, 4 on either side. This one might be a tad friendlier on the bottom. Pulling in tighter. Take some of the weight off of the top. Maybe easier to get a couple of more cranks now. Yeah, sure enough. Pull this way a little bit, show you a little closer. You just want to make sure you got things lined up in the right spot. Thread that in right there. I'm going to try to get under it, make sure it's lined up. Get a good bite on it. Feels like it's coming into place the way it should. Check the other side one more time. Let's see if we can squeeze in another piece or two. Clicks into place, feels good. Okay, mine is not hardwired in, so I'm gonna go ahead and plug it in. Things are coming on. I got that 188 reset number. There we go. It's now flashing. All right, here she goes. I can already hear it starting. There's your Frigidaire gallery running again. The part that I used on this was from Parts Bros 53045168818. It's the door ultra durable replacement. Unfortunately, as much as I don't like to knock products, the one I don't recommend is the 53045168818 dishwasher door latch. So the numbers are the same, but this one was not ultra durable. So I was looking for ultra durable, and that seemed to work a lot better. So dishwasher is running, and we should be all set. Just checking in a little bit later. Things are back in business. Operational. You hear that? Back in business.